Alright, so let us continue. I think we're in court, right? Yep. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18, just like me? Yeah, well, she's accomplished quite a lot more than you. Although you can talk to the dead, so, well, channel their spirits anyway. Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. Well, she's also very crooked, apparently. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she feels a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me, and well, I am the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. Well, you are still young. And on top of that, I am the suspect in a murder trial for the second time, by the way. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning. Pearl is here. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you, really, because she's like depressed as hell. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. I don't think she's gonna show her support. I think she's gonna be freaking attesting against you, giving a testimony against you. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Come on. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Incredible. But Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. She can just do it on demand. Bro, Maya, you got a lot to learn, apparently. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Great. Phew, thank goodness. Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. But what do you mean? What's going on? Yeah, okay. Makes sense because her mother is going to be betraying Maya. June 22, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. Why? It's one murder trial? Come on. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I am the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Okay, so you're saying that you're gonna lose now, and then my face will be plastered all over the news, being like, oh my god, this guy defeated Von Karma. Like that? If that's news. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Huh. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Gulp. stupid. Especially when one of them is dead. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? Yeah, I also don't understand. All I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key into the furnace. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? So do it. The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fay, to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia, she seems really torn by this. Yeah, it is her aunt, betraying her sister. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fay, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? Ah! I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique. A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... Murph! You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. But what in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. Well, what? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Really? Unlikely, but sure. Order, order, order. Miss Fay, please testify to the court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Yeah, they know what we're gonna push on. If they know what the weaknesses are, they're trying to patch up the holes. Maya's escape. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. Correct. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze, right? Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I am afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Wasn't she arrested in the room? Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. She always does that. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. But we'll try. She is lying. Cross-examination. Maya's escape. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. Hold it. Just now, you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? We know this. I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. I can already see people in the heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Fay? I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Okay. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Listen further. It's probably a trap. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. Oh. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Okay. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us because we left her in there. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fay, please continue. Okay. Pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head. And this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? Obviously no. I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. Oh. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however... Objection! No. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. He was covering for Maya? Question further. So, you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes, it was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she. Oof. This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later. Yes, very well. Ugh, why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Wait. Now, witness, continue with what happened. Okay. Then quite suddenly she thrusted me away from herself and escaped the room. Really? You could do that? Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I am ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. She had taken another body, we know this. There is no way she could have escaped from you that easily. So easily.
Objection!
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? It's illegal. Oh, right now, this one. Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Ah! Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. What are you talking about? Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I am not sure. About 10 minutes perhaps. And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great, well now what? Keep questioning. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. You have another one? What do you mean by that? Means she has another witness up her sleeve, that's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. We don't know she left it. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes, yes. That is exactly what you should be. Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone, her sister. Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Miney? I think you can see where this is headed. There she is. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is like Eenie Miney. I am like researching, like parapsychology stuff at the university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. She studies like myths and shit. Crazy. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine for my sake. Well, he doesn't. Witness testimony after the murder. Alright. Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Okay. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I like hadn't seen her in like so long. I was so happy in like a sad way. My sister, she like told me something like totally terrible. What? Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time. I don't think he believes in channeling yet. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness. Like, yeah. In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Where's my cross? Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Miney, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. Oh. That was no accident. That I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie? Wait, so she's saying her sister, while in the body of Maya Fey, killed. She took her revenge, killed Dr. Gray. Are you sure that's what he said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use her medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Yeah. Mia, what do you mean? She was in the box. She was in the room. It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. You can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool sprouts out more foolishly foolish rabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Yeah, we'll see, lady. You're about to get screwed. Cross-examination after the murder. Like when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Let's pick open that thing. Was that because of your sesame allergy, was it? Like, that's right. I think there were sesame seeds, like in the lunch they served that day. I had this premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day. Yes, indeed. I see. Am I the only one who missed the boat here? Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? Like a little later, someone came into the room, like really suddenly. Hold it. Do you know the time? Like maybe a little before 11 a.m. Something like that, I think. 11 a.m. Yeah, like my stomach is totally ready for like food. When was the murder? We don't know. We don't know when the murder was. Okay. Ah, no. I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I mean, what time was it when the someone came into your room? Oh, so like that's what you meant. Like you should have been more like clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like it's really just answer. Huh? That's it? Why do you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Never mind. Witness about this person who entered the side room. She did not answer the question. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. Hold it. Are you absolutely sure? I guess. You guess. Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, I see how she's going to do this. She's just evading all the questions. The defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimey Meanie? Mimey Miney. I hadn't seen her in like so long, I was so happy in like a sad way. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But like maybe if I was like someone who didn't know about like the occult. But I like know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? I don't know, I think we should just go all in, bro. We keep questioning. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like there wasn't any reason for me to like think anything was strange. But ow. Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright. This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? It is very important. It is very important. Although I haven't figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. Okay. I wasn't like scared at all, and her costume looked totally like normal. What are you talking about? There's blood all over it. So there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance? Like, yeah, nothing was like weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I like go on? My sister, she like told me something like totally terrible. The photograph will show her, but wait. Something terrible. What was this thing she told you? Huh? Like, didn't I just like tell you about it? Did you like forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish sieve for a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words. Well, excuse me, princess. Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again? Ask to hear it again. I'm sorry, but could I hear the story one more time? Like, sure, no problem. I'll even like tell it all spooky like for you. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair isn't it? Like, how was that? It was a little scary. Like, I'm sorry, maybe I put too much spookiness into it. I know there has to be something here I can use, but where? She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. Bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected. Yeah, I know what to do. Costume looked normal. Impossible, we have photographs of the costume. Costume was not normal. I present to you photo. It's the wrong photo, isn't it? One second. The second photo is the one we want. Not the first one. This is the costume. It's full of blood. There you go. Sorry, wrong photo. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eni. Oh. But what are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Yeah, and... But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. Ah, the blood spray. Yep. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? Maybe because you never saw it at all. If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Oh, stress. I should have pressed her first, my friend. Order. Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. That it. And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, that witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. Yeah. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Probably not. Witness testimony after the murder part 2. Alright. The side room was kinda dark, you know. So the costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended in. It's pink, by the way. And I persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And then I took my sister to the channeling chamber. You went outside. What are you talking about? Yes, now I see. What do you mean? And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Thanks, Gramp. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? No. Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. What do you mean you didn't see the blood? Cross-examination after the murder part 2. The side room was kinda dark, you know. Hold it. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room.
Objection!
Objection. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. Like, that's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this bright little man. Like, okay. Can't breathe. Let me out of here. What are you talking about? So, like, the costume is like purple, right? The blood totally blended right in.
Hold it!
You didn't see the blood. Like, yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well. Oh, that's, Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I like totally didn't. All I was looking at was like her face. Continue. And I like persuaded my sister it wasn't like right to do something like that.
Hold it!
And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was like totally flipped out cause she just shot with Dr. Gray. But I think like she knew. She like said she did something really bad. And like she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi Spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. Really. And then like I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Really? It was dark everywhere. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe like taking her revenge on Dr. Gray like made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. Wanna kill me? She says with her whip at the ready. And like Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Yeah, the pot! Something out of place, huh? Like, when do you mean? When you were going to the crime scene. Because the damn pot was broken. You had broken the pot. You should have seen that. I am talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. You answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I like totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. You think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. Didn't see anyone, huh? Try to remember that time. Oh, like I remember. I remember like I totally didn't see anyone on the way. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. No good, I can't find anything wrong. What do you mean? Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. It doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. It's true. Didn't see anyone on the way. So you say, but you messed up because the pot was broken. Right before the murder, under repair in the hallway until the police came. Get screwed. I have finally found the fault, or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Like urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So, like, what does that prove? Objection! Who cares about some worn out old urn? Like, yeah. I already, said I didn't see, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, totally say anything about, an urn, did I? That's the problem. It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at that time, there was no way you could not have seen this person. Perfect. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Yes, and how is this child relevant? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. Oh. And she just happened to break this urn. Oh. Oh! Wait, she broke the urn? Yep, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. No, she knows now. And Pearl was the one who put it back together while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Oh, she became a ghost. She became a ghost. Miss Miney. Oh. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar. Arr. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. Objection! The witness just testified about that and was lying. That's right. I was sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There is no way. Your lies end here. Well, what do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction. Where is this contradiction? In her testimony, in the evidence, help me, Mia. Oh no, I don't think there is a contradiction. In the evidence, help me, Mia. In the evidence. The answer is in the court record. Well, what? Planning to throw out another irrelevant piece of evidence? Very well, the court will see this evidence. Save me on the bottom one, please. Wait, Mia. I don't know what you plan on showing to the court, but I can guarantee you the answer is not there. Just this once, I'll lend you a hand. Now rethink your answer. Alright. Mr. Wright, what is your answer? Ah, okay, time to add another bluff to the pile. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Her testimony. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And like Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know. Okay. It's true that at the time both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police, but the dead body was there. So, like, what does that like have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber, but she would not know that unless she did go there. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Oh, which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor, which is why I ask this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question.
Objection!
Don't ask a question off of an baseless assumption, if you please. Oh. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix, right? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. He was in the room already. In the freaking clothes box. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? In the channeling chamber. Miss Miney was here, of course. But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? Yep, that's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. Order. That's why that is... Wow. Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? behind the damn thing. Here, of course. But behind the folding screen? Ah! Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Oh, she's mad. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball. Now, Miss Miney, one so young as you shouldn't be saying "Shut it, Gramps," as if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. Oh. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. The clothing box. Miss Miney. How you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah! That tiny little box, no person could fit in that. No. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it.
Objection!
Betten. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Nope. Which means it has nothing to do with this murder at all. There's a bullet hole in it, lady. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright. Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the scene of the crime? Yes, I can, with some evidence. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove, well, there are two pieces of evidence. This clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. This box and then the box itself. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. Oh. This, what on earth? Miff. I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. Oh, you're getting it, Karma. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen. Which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Nar! Miss Miney. You were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah! Oh, it's heating up. Order! So what are you saying? Then Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Which one? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney? No. That is exactly what I am saying. Wait, what? Miss Eenie Miney. You were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fate. She doesn't look like her sister though. Maybe she does. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No! Stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. No, it's not possible. There were two people involved. I'm sure it's possible if you were to try. Ow! I don't want to hear if. If you're going to give me if, then give me some proof along with it. Wait, what? I said it's possible. Where did Eeny Miny get the costume then? How about the wig? I wasn't talking about that exact point. I meant people, humans. If we want to do something bad enough, then that's enough. I never said it's possible of one person. What is the game on about? What the hell? Was I saving in the bottom one? Oh no, it is possible. Oh correct, it's not possible. Right. I thought I misread the thing. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Did I remind you the foolish receive no mercy? Well, wait. Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? Well, you can't be serious. Huff, huff. Miss Miny, you had an accomplice. Morgan. Grr, this person. If it wasn't someone from Korean village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Faye household, you wouldn't have that box. You wouldn't. God, too much talking. And if it wasn't someone from the Faye household, you wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan Faye. Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Miny? Grr, grr. You shot Dr. Gray with your own two hands. Do you deny it? Oh, does she? She really can't. Ah! I think we got her. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Oh my god, the red. Then she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. Did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. He had a gun. Unexpected? Yes. Bang! He shot a gun. Dr. Gray was actually not dead. Was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. That is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and bang, killed him, point blank in the head. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. The photos. Click. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. Like, and pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through, which is why Morgan was part of it. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fay chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. Right. But what is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Mhm. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh, who is that laughing at a time like this? Ack. Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma. Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium pretending to be one, putting on this whole act? What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, that's, a sister? Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was going to say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? We have that. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Motive. That's... I can't say she has no motive here. She has a motive. I have to think of a motive. Now, what is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? We know this, buddy. Don't worry. The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. The woman's fallen asleep, I was able to retire, there was this crash. Sure, managed the murder case. There you go, it's in this paper. There you go, this one. Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yeah. Yes. Because through that accident you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you wanted to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? But what do you mean by that? Senile, stupid cramps. I'm like going to explain, so like please listen, okay? She's back to original. It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I like wanted revenge, then like I wouldn't have waited this long. Could it be that it is her sister? And sides, like the guy that thought of the spirit thing was like Dr. Gray. It was like a total coincidence. He asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see, wow. Pathetic Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. Tisk tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. Narg. Well, what happened? I thought I had her for sure. See, like, it's just as I told you. No? I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney. Really? What the hell? Hold it. Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute. Alright. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Yep. Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. The case was saying, if you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? If I can. Can I? Can I really do this? Yes, I can. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Ha ha ha, too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Ooh. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Whack-eye! Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, thank you. And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out of my way. Then no way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a sec here, Mac. To be continued. Perfect timing. I can end it now. It's getting heated up. We know why they wanted to do it. Well, I think maybe it's not even... June 22, 12:04 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Is it really true about my aunt? Yeah, really. Okay. 1 second. So we know how their faces were burnt, right? They were all burnt. What if Eenie Miney is not Eenie Miney? Right? What if the one who survived, this lady, Eenie Miney, is actually Mimi Miney? They only said they had a photo, a driver's photo, right? This photograph, Eenie's photo for a driver's license, Director Hotty's treasured possession. Correct? That's all they had. and they remade her face based on that. So what if it was actually the older sister, Mimi, mind you, who survived? They only had a photo of her sister, so they remade her like her sister, and she knew that she had been drugged. That was her motive. So all this time she's been masquerading as Ini. Actually, Ini died in the car crash. Mimi survived. Mimi took on Ini's appearance, the plastic surgery, and now wanted revenge on Dr. Turner Gray, obviously, because Mimi knew that he gave a sleeping pill. We don't know for sure, but probably. And then obviously Morgan, we already know the entire reason why Morgan wanted to do what she did, because she wanted the Branch family, she wanted her daughter. She thinks that she was supposed to be the master, but then Misty, who was her sister, took over even though she was younger. And she's mad that she became Branch family. And now that she doesn't, she wants her own sister or her own daughter, to take over as master, as is her birthright, instead of Maya here, who is actually going to be the next master. Alright, well, that's my entire theory. I guess I'll see you in the next one and we can prove if it is true.